Okay, I think after 5 weeks in New York, I'm not too sure will many of you be applying for anybody else, so I'll do my best to pick up on that. So my name is Graham Healy. I'm a senior executive in Accenture, based in Dublin, and there's a few things I want to probably tell you about today. One, what does Accenture do? Two, maybe why you should join us, the package on offer, the type of people we look for, and then I suppose finally the application process itself. So I'll do my best as well to keep it to 10 minutes. Okay, so this is us at a glance. Like any good consulting company, we do everything in boxes and rectangles, typically quadrants, but I couldn't fit that much into this. So there's 5 industries that we look at. So when we look at our clients, we categorize them in one of 5 industries, and you can see communications, media and high tech would typically be a Vodafone or a software company. Financial services is a bank, or it would be an insurance company. Health and public service is typically a government client or a healthcare client. It could be a VHI, for example. Products is literally a catch-all for lots of things. It can be anything from a retail client, a food company like Kerry. It could be a travel and transportation client like Ryanair or Aer Lingus. And then resources, think of that as anything that comes out of the ground. So I suppose gas, oil, electricity companies would fall into that space. So they're the way we look at our clients, and that's the way we sell to our clients, if you like. But what do we sell to them? Well, that's the orange boxes going across the side. Now we do a bit more than that. Really, we have 3 capabilities. One is management consulting, the second is technology, and the third is outsourcing. So management consulting really is going in and trying to help a company with its vision, or with its strategy and how it's going to execute a strategy. It might be improving its balance sheet through financial performance management. It might be enhancing its workforce through talent and organizational performance. We do technology, which really is building big, complicated systems. It might be using SAP, Oracle, Microsoft, or bespoke development on Java, .NET, etc. We're building big systems for our clients. So an example of that is the Revenue Online service in Ireland. We build that and we're running it. And then finally is outsourcing. So we would say to most clients, do what you're good at and we'll do what we're good at, and we will outsource your IT function, your finance function, your HR function, and we will run it for you at economies of scale. So they're the 3 things we do. But for yourselves specifically, for the graduate intake, these 4 areas are the type of areas we look to recruit from, and probably 3 of the 4 more applicable to the IT group. So technology consulting, so very much a consulting workforce. You go on to projects from anywhere from probably 3 months to 2 years. You get a broad range of skills across diverse industries and a breadth of technology skills. Technology solutions, very much looking more at developers, software engineers, people with .NET, Java skills, who really want to develop more of a technical leaning rather than a broad industry leaning. And then finally, well, we do recruit management consulting. That would probably be more tailored towards commerce, business and law type graduates. And then finally analytics, which is very much around scientists, mathematical scientists, and very looking at ways we can take lots of data, analyze that for our clients, and help make that information, I guess, so that they can enhance maybe their customer relations or maybe their supply chain, as the case may be. So technology consulting, technology solutions, probably the 2 primary areas for this audience. We don't sell products, we sell people. So I think anybody who joins Accenture, the first thing you will get is a start group, which is a bunch of people who start on the same day as you effectively. And that start group kind of continues with you throughout the business that you're in. We, slightly different to the guys at Bank of America and Merrill Lynch, we do either maybe, I think it's a week in Dublin, a week in London, and then 2 weeks in just outside Chicago, or potentially week in London, week in Dublin, and 4 or 5 weeks in India. So they're the kind of options open to graduates in terms of training program. And thereafter then there's compulsory training and elective training for the first 2 years, especially on the graduate program, which is quite intensive and useful. From a social perspective, we have a wide range of social clubs, from surfing to Common Gaelic to rugby to theatre and everything in between. Lots of social events subsidised by the company. I think the Irish practice this year is the European champions in rugby for the Accenture European Cup, and also the European champions in the Accenture Football Cup. So you can see they get to go on lots of trips like that. Okay, you probably would like to know what's in it for me. So starting salary for consulting is 31,000. It's very much a fast-paced career model. You go up through the levels, and obviously the salary and benefits go with that. Solutions is a 28,000 starting salary plus starting bonus, and you tend to get a hot skills bonus for developing your technology skills as you go. Overtime is paid, and it can be used. You can take time in lieu up to a certain point, and then take a salary thereafter. Employee share scheme, where you get to buy shares in the company at a discount. You get the company laptop, private health insurance, and all of the other things that go with that. The type of people we look for, effectively in a interview situation, if you can demonstrate these skills through a competency-based interview, then there's a good chance, if you have the qualifications below, consulting 400 points and a 2-1 degree, solutions 300 points and a 2-2 degree, then and if you can develop or demonstrate these skills or traits in an interview, then you have a good chance of getting a job. Effectively, we want self-starters, people who are willing to take on leadership positions, work very well in teams, are critical thinkers, and analytical, if you like, and are good at solving problems. Because effectively, in a nutshell, that's what we do for our clients, solve problems. So they're the key traits we look for. So then, I guess, finally, I think it's finally anyway, how do I join? So Accenture.com/Ireland graduates. 2 types of interviews for the solutions people, so the very, if you like, technical people, 3 rounds of interviewing, one of which is a technical test. It's a test might be Java, .NET skills or testing skills, whatever the case is on that. And it's year-round recruiting, there's no necessary deadline for that. For consulting, it's a bit tighter, I guess. 2 rounds of interviews. First round is with a manager. If you get through that interview, you have an interview day, which is the second set of interviews. The first interview will be a group interview with 2 senior managers. You may be given a problem or in front of you where HR will analyse that, and then finally an interview with a senior executive, and following that a job offer, I guess. Closing date for job applications and consulting is November 18th, and again, you will have the choice if you so wish to choose all 3 disciplines to choose from. And I think we're having questions and answers at the end. So that's it for me. Thank you.